Hello guys, I'm Ron here. Welcome back to a new episode of Imperator Rome, playing with the Roman Empire. We're still actually the Roman Republic, and last time we managed to capture even more territory from Carthaginians. We were planning to take all of northern Africa, and then Sicily, and then perhaps expand against Macedon. As you can see, Macedonians still have one enemy. They have, however, 220 provinces. Unfortunately, we don't have enough support from the Senate in order to do this. I don't think I was meditating the last time was whether to endorse the Senate in order to summon a senatorial war council. Alright, so making plenty of money. We do have like 207 cohorts and 119 fleets. We're just gonna have to keep an eye on Carthage. In the meantime, I was also planning to attack these guys. I'm just gonna wait for these guys to arrive in place as well. I'm not sure where exactly they are going. Right here, okay. And I think we were also waiting for these guys. They're gonna have to replenish. Now, in the last episode, we had also a war with Egypt that, of course, didn't work at all. Now they have plenty of enemies, and they're gonna annex, of course, even more territories because they're gonna try to defeat or to attack Mauryaans, perhaps, that are also at war with even more territories, although they have 649 territories on almost 300 divisions. However, I have the feeling that we are doing actually better, all in all. Now, the Mauryaans will take Sakya or something like that. They still might have here some resistance. I actually thought they're gonna take all of India in order to secure their southwestern flank, to say the least, but they didn't just yet. We have some impassable terrain here made by a paradox, from which perhaps, as far as I know, the barbarians will come out, and as well as here, and well, we'll see. Now, anyway, it seems in this war that the Egyptians are having 12% bonus, and the Mauryaans are having minus 25. Maurya versus Sakya. They might not win this, although if they can come with a lot of armies, they might win this. Here, these guys are in love with Macedon, which means if you're gonna attack them, then they're gonna join. We try to threaten Macedon a war, although I'm pretty sure there's not gonna war, they're not gonna see this. Alright, we're just gonna go on with the game. I will also try to annex perhaps some more territory here, or let's just say, not only annex, but colonize, for example. Since that is not working now. No, cannot colonize anything just yet. Also have some tiny islands that are belonging to Gelas, and also a tiny island here is belonging to us. I'm not sure what that is. I think this must be Malta, if I'm not wrong. We could import some stuff here. We've got plenty of food, and we can invest actually everything. We also transform this into a status, but we can see population migration speed and assimilation, local tribesman output, tribal settlement, so it's gonna be our choice. Fortress, barracks, population capacity, local freeman happiness, and local manpower, population capacity, local monthly food modifier, slave for surplus, local monthly food modifier, and tribal settlement, or provincial legation. Also transform it into a, we should go with this one, I think. Yeah, that will be good. And we should also import something here. But for example, precious metal, I think would be good. Let's see what we can get this to. Bastiana, we're gonna have more provincial loyalty. Right, that's actually okay. Alright, so we're gonna have to appoint a new general here. We're gonna go for one that is gonna be relatively weak. This guy, 18 years old. I mean, woman, Flavia Prima. Regarding the families or the characters here, there are huge families such as this and this. I just try to release this guy who aren't no possible characters. How about sanctions. Release prisoner. Ransom prisoner. So that means that they're not he's taken prisoner somewhere else actually. Strange, the governor has been taken prisoner. Now let's see what can we do here regarding food. Can we build something? Oh yes, we can build some. Farming settlement. Requires a food producing trader. We can do this. But we could still build something. Let's see what. Population assimilation, local tribesmen, population capacity. But how many tribes do we have? We have only slaves. Slaves needed for local surplus -5. Right here, local monthly food modified 50% slave estate. Local slave output and population capacity. So I think this one would be very good to do. Let's see what else. There is nothing else that we can do except building the same thing. Local food modifier, farming settlement. Yeah, let's do this as well. Yeah, here we are already building something. No, here we cannot do anything, unfortunately. There are only 3, alright. Okay, so we're just gonna wait for this army to arrive and I'm gonna take these 2 lands, basically. Rome loses 2,000 denarii. Rome gains blessing of strength, model of the army is 10%, dominant power until 723 for 10 years, so that's okay with me. And stability has increased as well. There are too many diplomatic relationships, but it doesn't matter. So all these guys are in position. We're just waiting for these guys to arrive here, and then we're gonna attack them. Let's see. They have only each other and nothing more, so we're gonna try to take these guys first. Attacking them with 2 armies, and with this one we're just gonna draw. They have so many fortresses here, but we're gonna try to take all of them. And after that, if that will be over, we're gonna try to take out Mauritania. It's what we got here. Monthly war exhaustion. Construct border fort ability. Navy maintenance cost -10%. I think that would be good. And the next will be national manpower, but gonna see about that. I should make really a lot of money, like 200 now that we have this bonus. But I guess we're gonna see. No, 124 actually, nothing has happened. More grain import. We're sort of looking a little bit better. So time for us to start a war against these guys. We shouldn't wait too much. This is that all of our allies will join. We're gonna try to take this. We're gonna get some tyranny, but the risk expansion will go down, I think, very soon. So it should basically be okay. Because it also threatened their war, but I don't think this is necessary to do this. It's not necessary to do this. Okay, let's go. Let's see. First of you shall arrive in here. And second of you in there, if you can. If you're gonna take those 2, then it's gonna be right. Now they have 72 divisions and 16, which means they don't have too many. And with these guys, we're just gonna wait, and we're just gonna try to take them out later. We actually take this town anyway. Oh, so here they come. These guys will also have a massive army. I also hope we're gonna get some help from our allies. Right, so 1 has been taken here. We could go and try to get this town here because it seems to be very important. Now they could of course attack us. They are really advanced. But not really. A little bit of this. But we should just wait for it. So we're 0% right now. I hope it's gonna work. We've also occupied some of their territories. We're gonna have a battle here, which is so important. They got some mercenaries. Actually, now I think they have 175 divisions because they have plenty of money, and they still got plenty of money. I can't believe that they are so powerful. They think they're gonna defeat us here. This could be possible. I hope that our allies will also come and join us. They have almost defeated us here, and they have recruited all the mercenaries they could get. Now we might have some trouble here. 184 divisions, now they are finally losing some money, and they also have plenty of manpower. We might have a trouble here. The war exhaustion is going, however, down. But taking over Africa is going to be a very important step. They are recruiting thousands of elephants. It's incredible how much money they got. Let's see, 212. Almost no manpower very soon. Right, I hope that our allies will also join us, because otherwise we're gonna have real trouble. So one siege has been won, and I think it was right here. Let's go here and try to get rid of them even more. Because we're just gonna attack them very soon. So another siege has been won. That would be right there. Now we're gonna have to be careful, because they're gonna definitely try to attack us. I'm gonna have to keep our armies all together. Well, you should just go there. Let's see what's gonna happen. I really think they're gonna defeat us, at least in the beginning. They're not gonna make it the money for a long time, but they have 240 divisions in a blink of an eye, because they have plenty of money. That's why they have recruited so many units. They are attacking us here. 50,000 men. I hope they're not gonna make it. They are also recruiting so many elephants. I honestly think that we should bring another army here, because I don't think we're gonna make it. Let's bring this huge army, because otherwise we might have some real trouble here. So we've got our fleet in here. Let's bring it to Austria. And you guys should also move there and come in Africa. If you want to get them out, because I don't think it's gonna work otherwise. So we have won another battle. We're gonna try to take even 2 more settlements. Hope it's gonna work. They are keep recruiting troops. And they're gonna try to attack us here with 48,000. This is possible. Right, okay, let's just bring this army too. You should just arrive right there. So another settlement has been taken. Actually, this worked very quickly. I'm just a little bit surprised that it went so good. Now they're gonna attack us with like 246 troops. They're still losing money, but they're still having a big amount of troops anyway. I mean, they have more units than we have, so very soon they're gonna attack us here, and they're gonna perhaps destroy that army. We should see about that. The point is that we keep our forces together. 8%, although we have actually occupied a big territory here. So they have 98,000 or something like that. Yeah, no one shall hide. So I think we have taken this one. And if you're gonna attack here, they're gonna arrive perhaps with every unit. Just go back. Ah, no, it's not gonna fucking work. There is no other way where we can hide here. Yeah, let's go in here, for example, and try to take that settlement. We should just keep our army together, all in all. I think that will be important. You can come right here, and you can go and hunt fleets and find somebody. So I hope it's gonna work now. They're gonna definitely try to attack us. Okay, we have taken another one. That is really good. Let's just try to attack them there. Okay, you should go back in here and try to defend there first. Right, so we're gonna have another battle here. We have won it. That is perfect. You should attack there if you can. That's what's gonna happen. So they still got plenty of money, less manpower, and be easy. It's incredible how many troops they have recruited, but they have indeed a huge amount of money. They don't even have. They've got nothing to do with those money. So they have managed to. No, it's not looking good. Wait a minute, what the fuck is going on? These guys are retreating, and we should just try to attack them in there. Hopefully it will work. But they gotta give them more manpower. More men. See, at least, let's just go right there and try to attack them in there. Simply we're getting the upper hand in this. They are attacking, of course, with thousands of troops right now. But it seems that we're still being able to defeat them. Okay, I think we're gonna have to arrive here and give them help. you can move right here and give them help too. So we have 1-1, but they have arrived with 75,000, so it's not going to look good for us if we're not going to arrive with an even bigger army. Yeah, they don't have more troops now, so they're going to lose perhaps even more units. Okay, go after them there. So they are still recruiting troops to 148, they are losing money and manpower right now. I didn't actually expect that they're gonna be so strong. Didn't expect this. I'm gonna wait for the upgrade. Right, so we did it. Now we could get some of them out. I'm not sure, 14,000 men could arrive right here and try to keep them busy, although they could attack us. They are gonna have to be very careful. Right, so it worked well. It worked, I mean, fine. Let's move right there. Okay, we have taken another town. That's great. This one has been taken. Let's go to the next one. We're gonna have another battle. We are, however, managing to defeat them. This is, of course, very, very good. That's very good. Okay, let's go after them even farther more. You're gonna need a lot of discipline if you really want to defeat these barbarians here. 37% war score, and we're still defeating their troops a lot. Another concept perhaps will arrive. Another victory. Okay, they're trying to take this back. Not sure how we managed to take that, but we did. Okay, wait a minute. Now, let's go right there. We have 40,000. Global and virtual elections are at 420. 400, that's actually okay. Okay, we're gonna have another battle there. And these guys are doing a fine job here replenishing. We have committed a lot of troops here, but it's very necessary to have all of them here. Good. Now we could possibly arrive here. I'm not sure if we're gonna defeat them. Yeah, since we will defeat them, we have 40,000 against 40,000, but we're still the better one, to say the least. Okay, you're gonna go there and attack right there. So now we're doing better, but it's still very dangerous. Okay, we won this. We have taken 2 more settlements, as far as I can see. They still got so much money, that's why they are managing to have so many troops here. This is unbelievable, really. We're just gonna defeat them even more, and since the war score is anyway huge, this is really very good. So 36,000. We just move there, and then we're gonna stay and replenish a little bit, I guess. They still got plenty of troops everywhere, but we're still managing to defeat them anyway. This is, of course, great. Okay, they are retreating here. I think we should, yeah, they're retreating actually almost everywhere. We should send more troops around here, or right here, for example. Right, so we should stay there and replenish a little bit first. They're trying to recapture some of this territory. But we should just stay and replenish there a little bit. Okay, we've taken another one, I think it was this one here. It seems that they are arriving with thousands of troops in the south right here. Southern eastern part. They don't seem to have too many troops here, so if you're gonna send these guys here, they could replenish and perhaps could attack a little bit more. Here we have left only this army, so this is of course a little bit dangerous. Okay, another town has been taken. of course like to go in here and keep our armies all together if possible. Let's see if we can get some of them. They got plenty of troops around here. The war score is still very good. Most important is to capture this area in the south here, I think. This is going to be the most important stuff. They're gonna try to attack us in here. Let's go and help them. I hope they will gonna arrive in time. So they're attacking us with 40,000 and since they gotta make it 70,000. My goodness. Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. 105,000. This is indeed insane. You're gonna arrive here, I mean both of you. 105,000 coming in a blink of an eye, and it seems that more of them are arriving. That's incredible. I mean, they have, how many do they have? 233, but almost no manpower lately. Let's see if we're gonna win this. Yeah, it seems that we're gonna win it, but just gonna also lose. We have lost a lot of men. Let's just send them back here. Both of them, because we're gonna have to replenish with them before everything. We could actually try to make peace because I don't think we're gonna make it very soon right now. This is they're gonna replenish quicker than ours, than our troops, and they still got a lot of money. Right, so they are just leaving now. Wait a minute. Let's just move here. And you just move back. No, this is just too much. They're coming back with 70,000, man. 70% war score, so it's looking very good. Oh, there's another battle. Wait a minute. I don't think we're gonna make it here. Let's just go back there. Come on, you gotta make it. Right, we did it. Okay, so I have 28,000 troops here. 74% war score. So I think we could actually go back here, for example, try to take that settlement. And then we can attack them perhaps later. Right, here we got already 36,000. Should have like 80,000 or something. And also, look, oh my god, look how much money we're making right now. 78% thousand. 75% war score. If you're gonna attack here, I know they have too many troops and they're replenishing too quickly somehow. Now they are out of manpower basically. Let's just wait a little bit. 73%. Right, how many do we have here? 11,000. Oh, it's not looking good at all. It's not looking good at all. Okay, we just move there and take those settlements. We can also move back here. Right, so we're gonna have another massive battle here. Or we're gonna win this. No, listen, we're not gonna make it. 80%. They have 120,000 and almost, actually all of them are in here. No manpower, but still a lot of money. That's unbelievable. So I'm not sure where that, this guy, Volturetto. I think we're gonna manage to keep the line there, so if we're gonna send our troops in here, maybe we're gonna make it. Let's see. No, it's not gonna work. This army will be destroyed. Time to make peace with them, otherwise gonna have to retreat. Now, let's see what can we get. First of all, I want to weaken these guys, so since they will accept it. This is very good. They will accept it even furthermore. It's just normal. No, they're not gonna accept this territory. Yeah, they're gonna accept if we're gonna annex this territory, which is okay with me, because this will weaken them a lot, and this will not weaken us too much. So let's see if they're gonna release a nation. No, seems not. This would be 74 war score. They are still good. But I'm gonna have to do this because otherwise I'm gonna lose this battle. So let's do it. The battle I hope will commence or something. And this territory will of course be ours. Now we're gonna have increased our war risk expansion a little bit, but who cares? So you guys move back there, and you move back there, and you're just gonna have to replenish before we're gonna attack them again. Alright, so it said that we did it. I mean, look at this army, there's 137 men left. They could have completely destroyed us. Now, they still got a lot of cohorts and they're losing plenty of money, but they have done a great job. They have lost, however, a big territory here, a few fortresses right there. They're not going to be stronger as they were, and this guy is the same. So food is increasing almost everywhere. We can make another upgrade here. For defense and siege engineers, I think this one will be the most important, although it's going to cost us a lot. We got, however, so much money, it's unbelievable how much money we got. Monthly tyranny, I find this to be also important. Change government policy cost, this one is the same, very important. So we're at level 12 now, almost everywhere. This is really good. Yeah, this is a splendid proposal. So all of our armies are in there. We could of course recruit even more armies because we're making a huge amount of money right now. Let's see, we have taken Roman Africa. Carthage is owned by Rome. Yeah, we're gonna have to conquer a bit more. Roman Africa. Yeah, Roman Africa is most important to be completed. That means that we're just gonna have to take even more territory from here, and we're gonna have to attack these guys again. In the meantime, Egyptians have annexed even more territory, like 10 more. These guys are having plenty of enemies now, and the same number of territories, but more cohorts. And I think they're just gonna simply expand even farther. So let's see, we're having a bunch amount of risk expansion. Macedon have also expanded a lot. They still got pretty big amount of enemies, a lot of money, and they have a big potential, but less allies. I don't think, yeah, these guys are still alive with them, so although the Senate doesn't consider that we should declare war on them yet. Could we, I think we should have casus belli, or we don't have. Could fabricate claim actually. But the Senate doesn't agree with the war against them. Can we just not change this? That would be the question. Seems not. At least not yet. Actually, we got enough political power, we could use it here. But it seems the populist faction will gain more influence, and they're anyway very influential right now. So we're just gonna wait first. Let's see, our massive armies are being replenished right now as we speak. These guys didn't manage to take a lot of mercenaries, I have to say. The war with them wasn't easy at all. We could declare war on them again, but we have a truce actually, so the both of them will just join them. And they got, of course, less cohorts right now. They're just gonna have more and less manpower. They don't have too much manpower, which means that if we gotta attack them, we could completely and quickly destroy them. Only triumph costs. And legal patronage. So we should just replenish now. I'm not sure what these guys are doing here. Just move there at the port. No, you should just move in Carthage. You should definitely be okay. Let's upgrade Carthage a little bit more, maybe. We have fort level 1. We could build, however, another fortress if you want. Or perhaps this one. Population conversion speed and research points of population promotion speed. A granary perhaps would be good because you got no granary here, and a fort would also be a good idea. Fortress there, but we cannot make any upgrades just yet. That'll be the maximum number of upgrades that we can make right now. And we're still losing money. I mean manpower, because we need to replenish these troops. Food is looking better. Available decision. It's not interesting right now. And these guys are a tiny nation, but they were so rich, and they are still very rich, so they are relatively very advanced, so that they had money to recruit all the mercenaries in this area. There were a lot of mercenaries, I have to say. Let's like to import iron. Would you like to import livestock? Okay, doesn't matter. 198, so our money has decreased a little bit. Donated to the poor. How much? 1,000. I think I'm gonna run. Even more stability, that's really very good. Desperate measures. That was not the case. Oh, Massalia is now losing a lot of food. Okay, you're just gonna have to arrive in there, for example. We have replenished immediately, but we really needed this. This war with this African nation was terrible, absolutely terrible. Okay, let's fabricate another claim on this, guys, on this region. Right there will be alright. Right, so now we're making food again. Research points are alright. And I think we have replenished the maximum number of troops. We could of course try to reinforce these armies here. I should have, I think, 2 armies. This one, I think they're both of them here. Alright, you just gonna have to go back, let's see, in there. I'm gonna have to replenish you a little bit. Okay. So we have maximum replenished, I think. We have replenished the maximum. Right, now we could again try to attack these guys, but the Senate is not agreeing, although... How about threaten war? No, they're not gonna accept it. How about fabricate claims? No, that's okay. If we're gonna have more claims, I think it's gonna be much better. Right, we're gonna have to take one of our armies out. That'll be this one, and we're gonna send them to Italy. And we could try to attack these guys, but it's just not possible yet. Let's see, attacking Macedon, I think it's also not gonna be a good idea. They have plenty of money and everything. And the Senate will also not agree. It's not going to agree with this. Although the Macedonians have developed a lot here. And they're gonna expand even more. So if we're not gonna attack them now, I think we're gonna have real trouble. The good point is that we are more advanced than they are militarily, and they have plenty of manpower, but not too much money. So if they're gonna apply more troops, they're gonna lose. If we want to attack Macedon, we're gonna of course first take this territory and then have to invade them here with a lot of armies, wait for them to attack and so on and so forth. But it seems the Senate will not agree just yet. But I would really like to attack Macedon because otherwise they're gonna expand too much. And try to take some territory, for example, from here, like Imperator. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on Macedon. Let's see, these guys are having a bunch of enemies right now, but they are doing very, very fine. They have plenty of money, cohorts, territory, and so on. And they are actually capturing Sakya. So I think war score should be in their favor. Yeah, 67% for Maurya. They got annex even more territories now. Plenty of ships, they got actually everything. They are the most powerful, they and Egypt. Yeah, so there's still a lot of things to do here. Let's just get this army out. These guys are basically conquered. We could just declare war on them again when the time will come. But we're gonna do this first of all later. So they got 99 cohorts. Temple has been building Carthage, that's very good. Okay, you can go on the main continent. I'm not sure whether we're gonna declare war on Napoli, for example, or Macedon, or declare war on somebody else. I'm not quite sure about that. These guys are also alive. They are also at war. They got plenty of divisions, 163, we have 213. It's almost the same. Although the Senate will not agree just yet, very unfortunate. This was the war score here. 37% for Olbia versus Sakya. These guys are also attacking Sakya, and yeah, Dalmatia versus Teutonia. They're actually involved in another wars, I think. Right here, yeah, they can try to annex that territory there. So if you're gonna do this, Macedon would join. That would be even much better. Meaning that, although these guys are aligned with Macedon, right? If they're gonna have to take them out, let's see, they got 62 divisions. This is just too much, I don't think we're gonna make it. Declare war directly on Macedon would be perhaps better, I guess. Just build up some more ships here. %75%. %70% harassment and probing attack. Okay, we're gonna transfer some of our massive armies in the mainland. I don't plan any attack now on anyone. Although, like I said, I'm thinking of attacking Macedon. This is the most important thing that we can do right now. Once they're gonna have more enemies or something like that, perhaps we could just wait a little bit. The Pontic Hellenic. Member of the family, but which family? Nobody knows. Okay, so now money is looking much better. In Northern Africa, we could attack these guys again, but I don't think I'm gonna do it just now. Perhaps I should just wait first. Okay, we colonize something else. Oh, that's really good. As the population has increased so drastic here. So everything is going so fine. Building bridges. This bill will be passed. Rules corruption. Must want something. Grateful province. We can't afford to layer the co-council. We must always scrape. Alright, so it's looking very good. We still got 2 massive armies here, but the question is, where shall we attack now? We still cannot attack these guys as well as Macedon. Oh, they have annexed another 18 fucking provinces, man. Yeah, they have expanded here a lot. They have annexed almost all of these guys here. It's not good at all. And, let's see. Yeah, they have 25 war expansion, but this is not too much, given the fact they have annexed so many provinces. And Conservania is also having a lot. And then there are these guys here that are expanding also even furthermore. Oratory advances. Fabricate. Claims fabricated. Oh, look how many fucking enemies these guys are having. With 405 cohorts and plenty of money. They are now fighting all of the other guys here. They have level 14 militarily, we have only level 12. Yeah, they are very, very rich, although they are losing money now because they got plenty of mercenaries. These guys are still at war. They are winning money. They just have absolutely no match. And war score is 64% versus Sakia. Egyptians is -3 versus Media. They're just gonna try to take all the Asia Minor regions. So in the meantime, we're gonna have to think where can we attack, because we can't move forward. We do have indeed a huge aggressive expansion, but we can still move forward. Now, we could declare war against this guy again, but I don't think we should do this. And declaring war against Macedon seems to be impossible right now. Cannot do this. We could, for example, attack these guys. They also have so many enemies, but it also seems that we cannot do anything because the Senate won't agree with it. And 29 disapprove. 29 agree with an attack on these guys, although they have so many enemies and we could take them out. Right, let's see who else. Yeah, the Senate would agree to attack these guys here, for example. That would mean that we're just gonna have to bring out some units. How many troops? They have 19 and plenty of money. But we could take them out very quickly. Theoretically. And against Macedon, the Senate wouldn't approve it. I think it has to do with this leader because of ruler corruption. This could be possible, I cannot tell. Okay, let's in the meantime increase our military forces a little bit more. Or could put up some elephants. And some equities as well. Shock action. Now, this is triple assets would be better. 62% more tactic efficiency. have fabricated a claim on these guys, but the Senate would still not agree to declare war on them, unfortunately. Gains a claim, yeah, that's good. Let's have them welcome. Abia Puna will be the leader of this 4th Legion. Now we're having 217 cohorts, but this is still not too much. So -9 for Egypt. But Egypt is having 405 divisions. They can have 2 cohorts and 834,000 manpower. Huge stability. That is incredible, and they are losing a lot of money. Although, doesn't seem it's gonna be that bad. I think, yeah, I don't know what to do, but to attack these guys again, I guess. Oh no, it seems the Senate is not agreeing anymore. Such a stupid fucking Senate. No, they're not agreeing on declaring war on anyone. They just want us to just stay and not doing anything. Yeah, we're just gonna need more military influence, because otherwise we're just not gonna do anything. We're not gonna expand and stuff like that. So we could theoretically declare war on these guys, but don't have any, you know, casus belli on them. As they colonized almost all of Northern Africa lately. That's good. So now we can declare war on Carthage, but we're not gonna do it because we're gonna wait for them to jump into a bigger war. For example, I could attack Egypt because now they have plenty of enemies and the war score is -8, although I think that they are can't anyway a lot. Fiji is being beaten. What about these guys here? Yeah, they have 16 for Mauryaans, and now they have even more territories. 170, they're also making a little money. But they're not of a great concern, such as the Macedonians and the others are working against this guy. So they still don't agree to declare war on them. Although, I think... Okay, we could fabricate a claim anyway, perhaps we don't have any claim. I think that's why they're not agreeing to declare war, but we're gonna have to expand here. Now, we can attack... Wait a minute. I'm gonna attack Macedon just about. Let's just see. No, they're not, just not gonna accept this. And so they're gonna try to expand farther once they gonna do this. We could, like I said, bypass and try to attack, for example, these guys, although 2 nations will join. Oh, this guy's in the northern. Oh, yeah, well, we're gonna have some trouble here. Of course, Macedon too, and from our sides, only a few tiny nations will join the war. So no matter what we're gonna do is not gonna look very easy. Very pretty, nor very easy. I think we should just wait there. Now, let's see. I think another good point would be to attack these guys now. We are gonna break the truce, but the truce is gonna last until 723. This is too much. In the meantime, we could take these guys out and secure Northern Africa and perhaps expand some more in this area. this is what we could, for example, do. If you're gonna, for example, attack with an army around here and then around here, we could actually take all of Mauritania. I mean, well, they are allied with some nation. Let's see. Fuck. This is just a tiny nation. I'm not even sure if they can pass through here and come after us. Frankly, I think not. So we could, in the meantime, take Mauritania. If you're gonna attack it with, just gonna have to prepare for this. I think that this is the best one we can do now because I don't want to go to war with Macedon just yet. Just want to expand a little bit farther. We got a huge army here. We're not gonna need it. Just gonna have to transport our fleet very far away. I hope we're gonna be able to take Mauritania. Macedon could declare war on us. If you're gonna be of the same power, they could declare war on us. I'll make him plenty of money. Okay, let's work him an upgrade here. Market road popularity gain. Manpower. Or defense. This one I think would be good. Tribute income 10%. Perhaps this one will also be alright. But I think legality would be a little bit better. And that's it. We don't have more money. Okay, so you go here. We're just gonna prepare our attack of Mauritania. We should easily take them out, and then we're gonna take these guys. If we're not gonna have to intervene in a war against Macedon. This is our next target here. Take out Macedon. Although I know that we have 5 allies. So it's not gonna be easy, that's for sure. So minus 10%, that's good. And here's 90% for Moria. They have, of course, more territories, and as well as the Egyptians. 410. How many do we have? 553. Yeah, we also very expanded indeed. Right, so we're gonna have to wait on these guys to arrive there. This is the Council of Rome. He got cancer. Oh shit. Yeah, he's gonna die soon, unfortunately. Balamba clearly. $184. I thought I saw something, but it seems not. Syracuse. But import some more stone. Okay, so these guys are here. They are very well supplied. I just want to send other guys right there. Between this army here. Then we're gonna be able to start the war. We have anyway a big US expansion that we're gonna have to make it better. What about here? How much is this gonna cost? Sacrifice to guys 65. Cost stability. Yeah, that's okay because we've got plenty of political influence. And this is military experience. Let's see, it's gonna grow with how much? 006. This is actually okay. So this one is also very important. Alright. Okay, that's enough. We're at 219. No risk of civil war now. So I think we're gonna have a new console because the other one has died because of cancer. Okay, so we're gonna have to, let's see, resident expansion change. Maybe this one would be good. A good point. '93. Also gains 5 rate corruption. Okay, claim fabricated. But now we're gonna attack Mauritania, like I said. We're gonna have to secure Northern Africa. Its ability has decreased incredibly, I didn't expect this. Right, so we're just gonna arrive here and then we're gonna attack Mauritania. We should easily take them out. They got a town here we're gonna have to take, and another one here, and so on. They got only 19 provinces, they have plenty of money. Gonna see what's gonna happen. Oh, these guys are also at war. Only 2 nations. 238 provinces. So war score is -11 for Egypt. They still got, they got almost no money. This is good, they got plenty of manpower and cohorts. I just wonder how is it they are not winning this. I don't understand. And Mauryaans have annexed even more territory. And they still gotta annex even more. They're doing a great job, you just cannot defeat them. They have 677 more than we have, and one of the richest. So 21 aggressive expansion. This is almost nothing. Macedon are having 19 aggressive expansion, and we're having 14, or 15 almost. Which is actually a lot, what we got here. Okay, so the war will start very soon. I hope we have captured some ships here. No, it seems not. Captured during battle. Ah, wait a minute, this tiny fleet had managed to defeat them. That's very good. That is really good, actually, because we're increasing our amount of ships here to 134, and this is, of course, very good. It's got too many relations. Okay, so we're done. We're just ready to do this. Let's roll. Let's see, first of all, you're gonna go and hunt fleets, and let's just wait until February, and then we're gonna declare war on these guys. They are allied, but they cannot do anything. Right, so in February. Ah, what? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Yeah, we're gonna need more military influence, I guess. Now we can declare war. So, of course, the military faction would support this, and the mercantile faction. The populous faction, not at all, because Rome is anyway a huge empire. But how about the other nations that are expanding like this? So we should just call all of these guys. Now, Trident is gonna grow a lot, but who cares? Yeah, now we're at war with them. So, time to go directly and besiege them. There are many territories that we could besiege, for example. Let's start with this one. Because I want to take, during this war, all these nations, so we could get rid of them. I don't want to attack them again, I just want to take them now out and it's gonna be all over. But they got plenty of fortresses almost everywhere. It's gonna take some time until we gotta take them out. And they're gonna be able to go here and attack us, but who cares? They might also increase the number of troops. Because they have now almost no manpower left. Okay, let's just see what's going on here. What's gonna cost? Almost 2000. And increase Omen power. Go with this one too. Medical Auxilia. National Manpower 5%. We gotta wait for this a little bit more. So we got also some allies that are coming to help us. 58 divisions. Oh, that's incredible. Now we gotta have some battles, yeah. I think they got also some mercenaries, because otherwise I can't explain it myself. Anyway, we're just gonna take them out quicker than they will, and if we're gonna fight them a little bit, it's gonna be alright. It's already 2% war score in our favor. Oh, it colonizes, look at this. Okay, so one has been won. Which one of them is it? This one here. Okay, you just gotta move right here and try to get rid of those guys. And then we're gonna take this too, and then we'll be on. It should be easy actually to take them out. More tyranny. Okay, we've taken another one. Let's just fight them there. Even if they're gonna manage to flee, perhaps. Yeah, we caught them. Well, that was actually very easy. I mean, I think they are very, a very weak faction. Good, so now we're just gonna get the guys back south. And we're gonna get these guys like right there. I'm not sure where exactly. So here they come with even more troops. They're moving north. Oh, just lost them. And they're recruiting even more troops. 66 divisions. They're very ambitious. And they're recruiting even more and more troops. This is unbelievable. Now there's gonna be a big fat battle here. I think that we have completely destroyed them. They're recruiting another unit of Earthlands right there. Okay. Let's go, yeah, let's go there first. They're anyway almost completely destroyed, I have to say. Not sure where exactly they are retreating. More discipline. Vigilange is inspired. 79% war score. Okay, let's go after them furthermore. I think this one will also get into our power, that's right. 94%. That's fantastic. Okay, let's go after them because otherwise the war score should be like 100% and then I'm gonna have a chance to retreat anymore. So they're gonna win here in this tiny battle. But we're gonna go after them right away and we shouldn't let them go. So let's see, there's an unhappy family. A discorded, or what's the name? A scorned family, whatever. This Voltoretto guys. Grain from Apulia. Okay, this siege has been won again. I mean again, that means good. Wait a minute. War elephant discipline, yeah. Yeah, so we gotta have another massive battles here. I'm not even sure if they gotta have where to surrender. But isn't they're moving north? Ah, they still got some territory here. Okay. We should just go after them then. Right, that's enough. So how much one do we make? 123. Yeah, they still got a lot of troops, I have to say. Barbarians, whatever. We're supposed to go to location. They're just gonna move here. Here there's only one territory, I think, and nothing more. Okay, we could also take this. Yeah, it has been taken, actually. That means we have taken almost everything. So you should move right there. Oh, okay, we got the barbarians here. Let's just go after them, man. So we got 1,000 men there. We have 99% war score, and we gotta have soon 100%. So they have taken, I think, another mercenaries. 51. They do have still a lot of money. So that our guys have won the battle right there. This territory should also be taken. So what's gonna happen with this one? So this is Legion. Which Legion is this? Yeah, gain more stability. I'm gonna name this Legion 1. Okay. So we're gonna have here another battle. And yet another one there. And I'm gonna take this territory. Okay, so we took this as well. That's very good. We could just move far north from here. No, well, first of all, just move to that area. I don't understand why the fucking game is so fucking late. The Dahi have become increasingly better. Suck up the conquest of Parnia. Wait, what exactly happened here? 35% war score. 691 fucking territories, man. This is unfucking believable how much Mongolians are actually spending. And it's for. Well, they better have no money left. Them out. And we're just stuck here in Northern Africa with these guys. %. However, it's not yet 100%, but it will be very soon. Once we can arrive here and take them out. Come on, you fucking piece of shit. Pirate lair. Anti-piracy activity. There's still 99%, although we have taken everything. I don't understand why it's not 100%. because they're just in wars against some other nations just because. Oh my god, look how much this guy's have expanded. Now, soon they're gonna go at war with Maorians, and this will be very big wars. 696 territory, even more. That's what the ledger have to say. Where they have 39 war exhaustion. Aggressive expansion, and ODR 54. It's unbelievable. And Egypt should also have a lot. What? Only 5? That's a fucking bullshit. They have 416. But they're gonna annex very soon a lot. And then it will be over. They've still got 10 aggressive expansion. Ah shit, they are taking back. This is unbelievable. What the fuck do they retreat from? They shouldn't have any territory fucking left to retreat. They've taken everything they got. Where the fuck do they retreat? I don't fucking understand. So these guys have been defeated for good. That's good. These guys too. They are still retreating, right? I think they are retreating here. No, they have retreated back. This will be attacked. It's still, however, not 100%. It is also not 100%. But I think it's time for us to make peace with these guys. Yeah, we could completely annex them. This will increase our aggressive expansion a lot. But let's just do it. I mean, we cannot ask them for more. And then we're gonna try to attack the other barbarians in northern Africa. Let's just try to increase stability and stuff like that. And let's just prepare for another attack here. As well as there, and you should arrive as well in Utia, or whatever the name that is. I think it's Utia. Because we could attack these guys again, and not Maston. I would like to attack Maston, but yeah, they have more cohorts and more territory, and plenty of allies that would join if we're gonna attack them. We got plenty of Wargle against them. And let's see. These guys are also at war, so I don't think they're gonna join. However, if you're gonna declare war on them, only Dalmatia will join. Oh, this would be also a great thing. Not Macedon, Dalmatia. We could actually annex here and get closer to Macedon. Well, I have to say, I would like to attack Macedon and not the other guys. Such as these guys. Oh shit, the Messenia would also join. They are also very powerful. And declare war against Macedon directly is not going to be a good idea. We're just going to have to get closer to them and then perhaps try to take even more territory from them. Now we have another huge aggressive expansion, so by the time we're going to take all of Northern Africa, it's going to take a lot. Right. Look at these guys. Oh shit, they're allied with Egypt and they're not allied with us anymore. Ah, fucking bullshit. Invited to a defensive league. I think this will be 41% for Egypt. This guy's 28% for Maorians, 273. Division. So we could go on with this. In my opinion, max that this is nothing. Dividing this expansion event minus. This one, for example, would be good. So let's imply it. monthly loyalty. This is just nothing. And sacrifice to the gods cost minus 5%. Alright, so we're almost done with the research. Perhaps we should invest more into research. That perhaps would be better. Moral of the armies. Yeah, that's better. So we're gonna have to wait until the investigation go to 20 and then we're gonna declare war on Massalia and try to take them out again. Let's see, they got 53 divisions and still a lot of money, but not too much manpower. These guys have only 15, but a lot of money. So I think they're gonna imply again all the mercenaries around here. Pretty sure about that. Oh, because these guys, they have conquered almost all of this territory here. And 71 divisions, they have even more, and of course, a lot of manpower and territory. So populist faction influence is gonna increase. Not sure whether to do this. I think we should just wait a little bit first. Macedon, take Pannonia Prima. Macedon versus Tauriscia. They're attacking a tiny barbarian nation there in the north. And yet, we cannot declare war right now. On Macedon. They have only tiny enemies right there. Since they're having almost no money, but they are still having at least 400 cohorts and they have 40% of war score. Okay, so our guys are in position, just in case we are gonna declare war on these guys. We should do a great job. Unfortunately, the aggressive expansion is still huge because we have annexed almost all of Northern Africa right now, and we're gonna annex even more, of course. I think that we cannot make any other allies because we don't have any allies actually. We are of course a great power, but we don't have any. We have only subject states, but not allies. That's too bad. So I'm thinking again about the way to attack Macedon, but like I said, I would like to wait until they're gonna go to war with many other nations directly, and then I'd like to attack them. It's gonna be better that way. That is of course the question, but no, because they're not supporting us. We don't have enough military support we're gonna actually need right now. They would of course support us right now. And they just have too many we're gonna have a new consul right now, I think. Yeah, that's right. A new ruler, whatever. Yeah, that for example would be interesting. But we can do this. First we're gonna have to claim something. That's okay. Assassination successful. Yeah, Blessing of Mars I think would also be good. Just to get another barbarian invasion right here. This is always because of this impassable terrain. They're anyway very fucking far away. Look at this fucking Mars, they're moving back. No, you fucking idiots, you should move here. And let's put a Flavia Tertia. This fucking game is so fucking laggy, I cannot play it at all. Right, so now they're not at war with anyone. They're however developing a lot. This guy's at level fucking 15. Well, they have almost no money left, and the war score is still at 40. Oh, this fuckers. They have attacked again. They have 694. Maoria versus Obdiana. Take Transoxus. +4. They are expanding without any fucking break, man. This is unfucking believable, really. We have 571, they have 694, this guy have 415. I also don't understand, I think they are just fabricating claims or something like that, because I cannot explain to myself. Olbia, Maoria, they have 32 aggressive expansion, Mustang having only 6. So Mustang is not at war with anyone now. Perhaps we should wait until they will go to war and then perhaps we should attack them. We'll lose some money but gain more stability, that's okay with me. We could also sell some more stone. Resting fish, okay, whatever. 171. We just want to take this guy's one once the risk pressure will go down, or try to expand him further to Macedon. I also like to take out Galactia right here. Can we actually, yeah, we can make the one. Then we've got so much justification for against him. Here, I don't know what to do. I could build something, but like I said, I don't know what to do exactly. We're just gonna wait first. I'm gonna also wait to see what these guys will do. So what's this here? Harsh treatment in Kartima. Rome gains harsh treatment indoors, multi stability change, and national slave unhappiness. Not gonna work. Harsh treatment ignored, national slave unhappiness. and harsh treatment reform. National citizen happiness gonna go down. National statement happiness. And yeah, I think this one would be better. Good. So this one has done. Barbarians defeated. You can go back here. Because I'm still thinking of attacking you. But like I said, we're just gonna have to wait a little bit more. We're gonna have to prepare for the new war because we're gonna have to take a lot of territory. This is Macedon. Let's see, 40% still. Yeah, minus 8, but there are many other battles, you know. It would be good if they would have another rebellion because they've had so much territory in a blink of an eye. Now, we're still gonna have to take all of Carthaginian territory here. After we're gonna take out Sicily, and after that, I think we're gonna try to attack Macedon right here, for example. But I have to say, I know it's difficult. I don't think we're gonna make it. We got a huge territory here. 142. Fucking insane. And we are having, how many? 571. Now we'll see about that. Perhaps if we're gonna take Dalmatia and Macedon once, might be better. 39. These guys are already at war. Wait a minute. If we're gonna declare war, I think, yeah. It's the same thing. These guys will also join. It's not gonna be good at all. If we declare war on them, many other tiny nations will join and take them out. It's gonna also be very difficult. If you can have a counter border with Macedon, it's gonna be, of course, much easier to expand against them. But like I said, I gotta wait for the right time if they're gonna jump into war with many other nations, and then we're gonna take them. Because they're having no money, and still they have 463 divisions. It's because they're also at war with Egypt. Yeah, soon Egypt and Mauria will definitely clash in the war, so it's gonna take a lot of time. And if you're gonna get closer, I'm gonna try to take out Egypt. That is the plan now, I have to say. I have to let them clash together. In the meantime, I have to expand as much as we can in this area. Now, as you can see, there are still this nation here with 200 almost that are very expanded here. They are actually a major power with 190 territories, all of Britain. This, of course, brings them a lot of goods and money. What do we have here? National tourism output, national freemen, export value. I think this is very important. Otherwise, was this improve opinion, maximum contribute income, monthly loyalty, annual recovery, and global monthly food monthly. This is also very important with food. So that we don't have enough anyway. What's this here? Debt, bondage, scandal. For 10 years, we're gonna have also tyranny. For 10 years, national populist faction. We're gonna go with this one. And the global food modifier, I think, should be very important. What is this here? Energetic, whatever. But I think there was one with export value. I think this one must be very important, actually. Oh my god, look how much money we're gonna make. This is fantastic. This is unbelievable. Because that means that we could also upgrade Italy a little bit in the meantime. We're gonna have to wait anyway a little bit on the US expansion will be better. This is what we got. We got fortress, what we can build. So we got this everywhere. There's more barracks. Now we could build some more barracks, for example. This will bring us more manpower, of course. Local female desire ratio. Population capacity is going to increase. Migration attraction is going to also increase. So let's see, where can we build this? Of course, we can build this also in Italy. Got anyway a lot of territories in Italy. Slave state. Also, these islands too. Mines. In Italy everything has been built. Farming. Tribal settlement. And provincial region, or whatever that is. Okay. And now we got a lot of other stuff that we can do, such as fortresses and stuff like that. It's in there we could upgrade here something, of course. Let's do one there. Don't want to make too much. Local manpower, founders starting experience population output. This is also awesome, for example in Rome. And here, marketplace, commercial value, that's also very important. Tax office. Court of law, provincial territorial loyalty. Academy, research points, population promotion speed. North Africa, but not only. Granary, provincial food capacity. Library. Forum. Meal. Where else can we build this stuff? A temple. Theater. What is this gonna bring? Population assimilation speed or something like that. Actually, it seems that we're building something in each and every province. We didn't forget any of them, as far as I can see. Including in Northern Africa. There was templating theater. It's gonna be population assimilation speed and stuff like that, so also seem to be at least very important. And aqueduct completion capacity. Let's get back to Rome, see if we can build something like that here. And then we're gonna move forward. No, because it seems that in Rome we're building actually in each and every province. as well as in Karalis, Northern Africa. Well, almost. More population capacity. And isn't that we're actually building this in each and every province of ours? Oh, we might have another province here in the north of it. I forgot. Okay, cool. Now we can move forward. And once the aggressive pressure is gonna go down, we're gonna attack these guys again. It's what Maston is doing in the meantime. They're not at war now. A war score is tend to be positive for them. Let's see what the Egyptians will do. 414 territories, plus 42% for Egypt. And I'm soon gonna have built a lot of stuff. We're making a huge amount of money. This is great because this will allow us to increase our army tenfold. And that means that we could expand even farther more, even quicker actually. Because we are playing with the Romans. Population conversion speed. More discipline, but populist faction is gonna increase. I don't even want to do this or see this. So this family here of Levantine provenience, no, it's still Rome Hellenic, but they don't seem to say which one. What is the name? So we can put up a new invention that's an essence tribesman or freeman output that costs us 2,000. Yeah, the others, they're just not that important. Army morale recovery, so it's level 13 where we are here. National freeman output and tribesman. I think this one, if you can do it. Right, it should increase our income even more, and already has increased to 241 or 240. This is insane. This will allow us to recruit even more units, like I said, more military units. So let's just do it here in Italy. I really want to have a massive army. Let's see, perhaps some of which. I really want to have a huge amount of troops here. This will decrease our income with like 100 per turn, but who cares? We're gonna have one of the biggest armies the world has ever seen, because we are the Roman Empire here. We have also plenty of manpower, and this is also very good. We're gonna have like 250 at least. Oh, this one is better. That's also okay. Let's just also increase our fleet a little bit. The fleets are also important because the enemies will try to send their troops on the sea. So let's see. We should increase it with this one, which is not that expensive, quite rare, but we should just build a lot of them. I'm not sure where exactly going to be built here, press one after the other, or something like that. So already 249, and income is going down a little bit, but not that much actually, because we're still making plenty of. They should try some output. Let's do this as well. So it's going to increase now again. 224. 221. So 44 units here. A lot of ships are arriving as well. 249 cohorts and 147 ships. I think this looks pretty decent. So I think I'm gonna end the recording here and I'm gonna continue next time. Situation is looking very, very good for us right now. And so next episode we're gonna take out, hopefully completely, this tiny nations. Then we're gonna try to take out Sicily, and then we're gonna try to expand further. We're gonna have to make a step forward and attack Macedon, or try to expand in here. Or in Spain. Spain could also expand. This is a very good opportunity for us to take out some tiny nations here, because they are very weak barbarian nations, and Spain is a very rich continent. Then we're gonna go forward north. Like I said, we shouldn't hesitate to interfere in Macedon, and soon in Egypt, or against Mauryaans. %46 for Egypt, but they are lacking money. They have 463 divisions. That's insane. And level 15 martial advances, level 11. We got level 12. So this is not looking good at all, actually. Regarding technology, we should do something and invest perhaps a little bit more in this. Current level 12 and it's going to level 13 very soon. That's okay, I would say. So I think we're doing a fine job. We still have to recruit some. Tribal settlement would be done here. More troops perhaps. That is why more elephants for this army, for example. I've got one of the best army available here. I mean, the strongest nation seems to be Egypt, with 400 cohorts, while we're having twice less, as they have 249. These guys are 240, not 42, although they have double number of territory. Not really, 100 territory more than we have, almost. And Egyptians are having 100 less territory than we have, but they are definitely richer. Maybe not, I'm not sure. Anyway, it's gonna be cool what's gonna happen. So I'm just gonna end the recording here. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and until next time, bye bye.